Well, the Steelers are 11-6-1 under Coach Tomlin on kickoff weekend. Tomlin joins Andy Reid, John Harbaugh, and Pete Carroll as the only active coaches who have won at least 10 games in Week 1. It's time now for your keys to the game presented by your neighborhood Ford store. Let's send it over one final time to Bob and Coach.
All right, Missy, thank you very much. Coach, let's talk about the thing we haven't gotten into, and that's your punting situation. You had to make a tough choice there. You had two very good guys battling out all the way to the end. You chose Corliss Waitman. What went into that decision? Because field position in a game like this could be very big.
They both were varsity, as we like to say. We just feel like Corliss was a little bit better, a little bit more consistent in the process. It maybe not have showed up in stadiums, but we watch those guys closely every day, and he's to be congratulated for his efforts. It was a high level of consistency. And a side note, in my opinion, is the fact that he's left-footed. And when you're left-footed, that creates some issues in the return game. If you remember the last year, there were 4 or 5 punts on the ground last year, punts that were tough to handle because returners don't see a lot of it. You can think about our second preseason game. We were playing the Bucs, and they had the young returner, Tez Johnson, back there, and he mishandled one of Corliss's punts. And so he had a high level of consistency day-to-day in his performance, and couple that with the fact that he's left-footed, and that generally creates problems, is why he got the job.
Plus, I imagine he had a very good relationship with Boswell last year, and he was an all-pro season. The holding aspect of it is probably big.
And really, Boz is low to no maintenance in that regard, to be honest with you. Boz is not a high-maintenance kicker in terms of who's holding, and that's one of the things that makes him such a unique athlete.
Real quick, I want to ask you about your two rookies. I know Derek Harmon's had some injury concerns, but you had Y.A. Black. Just assess those two, what you saw, and how important they will be for this season.
They've been exactly what we've expected them to be. They're big men who run. They're talented. They're certainly going to be contributors to our efforts this year and beyond.
Times have changed. Rookies used to sit and wait. Now they plug right in and play, don't they?
If they're good.
That's true. Coach, thanks very much. All the best.
You know it.